Capcom Riles FGC with intense Street Fighter V legal event guidelines. Dane was particularly fiery about this topic, so why don't you tell everyone about this?
Woof! Okay, everyone. Sit down.
Settle in.
Uncle Dane's gonna give you a story. So Capcom is the company that creates Street Fighter, right? Let me tell you a little story about Street Fighter. So Street Fighter 2, not like global phenomenon. Everyone's playing it in the arcades. I'm sure all of you have played it as well. Very popular. Street Fighter 3 absolutely ate phalluses.
Oh,
PG-13 over here.
That's adorable.
And so because they didn't have any
phallusi.
Phallusics. It absolutely ate shit. No one played it. I mean, some people played it. It's actually a great game, but in terms of marketing, it didn't have the old characters people like Sagat, Blanca, blah, blah. Pretty much a commercial failure. Then comes Street Fighter 4. Great game. Revives the genre. Everyone's playing it. And from that comes a lot of infrastructure from the esports world that's all grassroots. People who enjoyed this game simply filming their friends playing tournaments all across the world. And that is the fighting game community. That's what FGC means. Okay. Now here we are in the year 2022. After the fans revived the game for you because your marketing team is absolutely trash. Absolute, and I know who runs it. Okay?
He's looking at
absolutely trash. Okay? I don't want to get into it. And then
literally the purpose of this show is to get into it.
It's okay. I mean, I don't want to get personal.
Okay, all right.
But then Capcom announces its new licensing rules that it's going to have for the game. Let me show you some of the abstracts.
Okay.
From now on, all tournament organizers, no matter what kind of following they have, aka if it's 10 people or 1,000, you must get a community license or esports license from Capcom to use Street Fighter 5 in your game.
So it's literally like regulation.
So literally after our tournaments revived your company, now we can't do tournaments without giving you a cut. Part 1. Part 2.
Also that license costs money.
Yeah.
How much?
No idea.
I'll search it up.
Any amount is too much.
Right. Total event prize pools and sports sponsorships must be reported and must under certain thresholds that are determined by whether it's a community event or a esports event.
So one is like a small, like I'm assuming community means like it's a smaller tournament. An esports event is like
and they define it for you.
And I'm sure it's nebulous as to like what.
I bet.
Yeah.
Tournament organizers cannot charge a spectator fee, which is what they live off of, and merchandise based on Street Fighter assets is not allowed to be sold at the event.
I mean, the Street Fighter assets thing I kind of get. Not allowing them to charge a spectator fee is bullshit.
Wild. Because like they pay the rent for the event. They're not only having like video game tournaments, they're having sometimes cosplay and things like that. Wild. TOs, tournament organizers, can use assets from Capcom to advertise their events as long as they fall within a new style of guide. Actually, that's pretty standard. But sure. And events cannot be broadcast via cable or over-the-air TV. Capcom reserves the rights to stream pictures and videos from any event.
I mean, the cable and TV one I kind of get, but the stream,
I'm sure that it means Twitch too.
The stream is bull.
I'm sure that means Twitch too.
Yeah.
So
I'm honestly just really baffled by the fact that they're saying they can't charge a spectator fee.
But I mean, the licensing is the worst part.
Yeah. Like, okay, here's an idea.
And as they, sorry, I just want to like go a little bit deeper. And then, essentially, after they release these rules after the World Championships, and they're like, guys, we gotta announce an exciting new direction for Capcom and fighting games.
Yeah.
And then they release the rules, and they have like their British people be like, "Oh, hello, we're British. Ask us any questions that you like, because you like our our absence, and don't worry, nothing bad's going on.
Don't tell us.
It's all good, mate. It's not good, mate. Your company's like blood source was us. Now you're killing us off after like whatever your Excel sheet went green for the first time in your goddamn life. Listen, this is gonna fail. The company's gonna fail. The tournaments are no longer gonna be popular. You're gonna have to buy viewer bots like you've been doing, and we all know, because no one gives a F about Street Fighter 5 because it's a garbage game because you're a garbage company. So enjoy what you reap.
Oh, okay.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Also, they're not listing how much it costs. I only have how much you can get for an event prize, which is 10K.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like an arm and a leg.
The first two bullet points are of the utmost importance, as at the center of criticisms for the FGC community for community events. A single event cannot exceed $2,000 in prize pools or $5,000 in sponsorships. Moreover, regular and recurring events cannot exceed $10,000 in prize pools or $20,000 in sponsorships in a year. Otherwise, they need to apply to Capcom for a special esports license, which falls under a different level of scrutiny. Both major events like Combo Breaker and recurring events like DreamHack, is that right? DreamHack, are likely at risk here, as well as TOs running weekly events. This strange and sudden legal demand from Capcom has many players nervous about how operating events with Street Fighter V will go. It's especially valid given that Street Fighter is far from the only big dog in the competitive fighting game circuit. So are they worried that if this ends up taking off, that other games are going to do this as well?
Right. Because Street Fighter revived the fighting game community.
Yeah.
The fighting game community is the most niche video game community, I think, of all. Because the games are really hard.
Yeah.
The community is not particularly nice. Let me tell you.
Yeah, if you're doing something that literally involves trash talk.
Yeah. Not particularly nice, let me tell you. And not particularly welcoming either. Like, they're essentially like the Dark Souls community in fighting games. They're all about get good. Oh, I lost 300 games in a row. Lol, I don't care.
Yeah.
Die again.
Wait, have you read the official Capcom ProTour.com community license /America?
I don't believe a single word they say.
So right here, it says Street Fighter V Community License Agreement for Americas, North America, Central America, and South America. Last updated in February 2nd, 2022. And basically, it just has like a full detail of background and the license. So under license, it says A, license grant subject to condition upon your compliance and with the terms and conditions containing in here. So basically,
super lawyer speak.
Yeah, so basically they're like telling you, and then qualification criteria. So they're telling you, A, in order to qualify as an event, your community tournament event must meet the following criteria. 1, your event involves gameplay of the game by participants. 2, prize pool for the event must be set and clearly disclosed in advance of the event. In the event rules, I don't know why they stuttered twice for that. And they said you can see this in section 3 below. It must be under $2,000 US per event.
We said,
So
I know, but like imagine that. Like,
let me tell you why that's terrible. There's a thing called Macherino. And Macherino is a company that it gives additional prize pool to players, and all the grassroots tournament use it because people can chip in for free, more money, and you can buy products from their site, and some of the money goes to the prize support.
Oh, that's really cool.
A lot of people do it because after a good match, they're like, oh my god, this event's incredible. I want to support the Macherino. Will they be able to Macherino in grassroots tournament? Probably not.
Probably not.
FGC is the most poverty esports of all. These guys are baroque.
Yeah.
Baroque. Poor. And these games are hard. So they just went from broke to like destitute.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most inconsiderate, like absolutely blind
you
to
can't
your
swear.
demographic.
So they prohibit like swearing, screaming, or threats.
screaming.
Screaming. So they're gonna try to modulate your behavior. They want to make it. They basically
and
want to
no cyber or physical bullying or
good
violence.
for you. Imagine a UFC fight where like you couldn't scream, where you had to golf clap. Oh, good job, GSP. Good job. You knocked this guy's head off.
Either.
I mean, that's probably good, but
yeah.
But it's also going to be vaguely defined, and whatever they consider harassment is whatever they consider harassment.
They're just following Nintendo's footsteps of like, we're going to make money out of everything. And they just don't get, and Japanese companies are so bad at this.
Wait, are you on the part where, I'm so sorry, Dane.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you continue.
Japanese companies are so bad at this, at not, and where American companies are good. They don't recognize if people play your game, and they advertise your game and they say they're enjoying it, that's free advertisement.
It is.
Most of the money goes to marketing and you don't have to do it. It's for free. You effing idiot.
Are you on the part where they tell you exactly how you're supposed to display your event? They have approved logos for you.
I bet.
That's good. I mean, that's good. I've worked with hella companies. They have like a branding guide for the logo and for like the colors and whatnot. That's pretty standard. So if you're going to hold a tournament over like a really professional tournament, don't ruin our logo and our colors. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So basically you can't, not morph, do not move elements, do not change effects.
Makes normal.
That's all normal. But then like,
we have that at Pop Culture Crisis.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like this whole thing where they're telling us like don't cuss or scream. Like I can't do that.
Seems antithetical to the community.
It is
so antithetical.
Part of how it works.
Like half the fun in the community is like money matches where people are putting obscene amount of money betting against each other, and the awesome shit talk that happens at the end after you lose.
It's one of the things we're going to talk about later.
And now we're just gonna have golf claps.
Yay!
Hooray! Way to kill your own company. Dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
it seems like they don't understand the soul of what they've created.
It's a bunch of suits, dude. It's like what happens always.
The boardroom will never understand the ground level soul of what something like this creates.
No, they never will.
I don't know. Will you ever enter into a Street Fighter event?
If my friends organize it, sure, because my friend organizes these tournaments in Puerto Rico. He was the one that I always told you, like, won the last CEO. If it's for him, sure, but like now I gotta talk to him and see how this is gonna affect him.
Yeah, because like
that's his job, you know, to organize these things, and now like he has to jump through.
Yeah, this is gonna make his job a lot more difficult.
And it's already hard. Let me tell you.
I don't know. It's kind of stupid because the qualification criteria, that's a lot. That's a lot. And then there's a lot of restrictions for players too.
And it's all going to be Cali boys giving things to their Cali boys and no one else.
Yep.
It's just...
Kids, that's the way of the corporatization of all of these franchises.
Dude, it's terrible. This is like the darkest... By the way, like on this show, I've said that Street Fighter 5 is the biggest dumpster fire I've ever experienced in my whole lifetime.
Yeah.
It's probably responsible for like famine across the world. That's how bad it is.
Okay. Well, you know what also causes
And after
famine?
releasing the worst product in your history, you're going to release the most litigious rules you've ever had.
Yep.
Let's see how that's going to work for you.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm going to clip the hell out of this.
I know. It's like very saddening. To see like
maddening. It's maddening. It's like
makes you very angry.
Yeah, because like
it's insulting.
So are they allowing people, so if they're doing this for just events, do you think they're gonna allow people to actually like stream themselves playing?
I don't know. So it's one of those things like, so yes, the rules, it all depends on the enforcement. So we are all at the let's see point of the enforcement.
Well, watch Capcom go like, we're just joking.
That's not gonna happen.
Oh.
Nope.
No way.
Nope. Thanks for watching this clip, guys. If you want to see full episodes or follow us on social media, links are in the description below. Bye.
Bye.